Hello, so I'm recording a new CloudGoat scenario. This time is ECS takeover. It's about ECS AWS service, which means in a Docker service, let's say. And here are the steps. So first I need to deploy websites, which I already did. Here I need to try some code injection using this tab. Then I need to find AWS credentials for the whole Linux server where the container is deployed, and for another container privd, which is small privilege, and then I need to use privd container role to find some other task, vault, and then I need to use these privileges to deploy this vault task on a node where I have access, node the other node, and I should use for these credentials for the node server. Okay, so let's see how this works. So it's a website cloner, so I need to provide some URL. So let's make a test. So for this domain I got this output, which looks like output from curl command. So it looks like a web application is deployed on some Linux server, and these commands from here are executed there. We know from the task that this is a Docker container, so see if I put some Linux command, what will happen. So it didn't work because it probably executed something like this. Okay, so let's explain what is going on. So when I type some domain, it's executing this domain, something like this. But I can hack this setting by using colon and adding some next Linux command, for example this one, and I don't need curl, so I will put it like this and see what happens. Yeah, it executed this command. Yeah, I can just curl is not necessary. I can keep it this way. Yeah, so it works properly. So if I add some command after colon, it will be executed there. So let's use this command. I explained this command in some other videos. In a nutshell, it provides me information like credentials for Linux server where this web server is deployed. So yeah, I can use these credentials. I can use this to get credentials, and like I said, it's explained in my other videos. Yeah, and as you can see, I got credentials to the Linux server, and it will be used later, so I will keep it here. But let's execute some command inside the container. Let's see what's in this path. And as you can see, here is Docker sock, which means that this container has very serious vulnerability, which means that I can act as root on the host node, which is very dangerous, and you will see soon why it's dangerous. And if you are more interested, you can see explanations in this article. Okay, so let's see what's going on. And as you can see, I was able to list all Docker processes that are executed, which means that I am on the root node. But let's find this container privd, because it's in my task that I need to get credentials from this container, and here I have ID. So now I can execute this command, and I will be inside this container, and inside I will execute this shell command, which will give me credentials, and like here, but this time it will be from this container. Yeah, you see it worked, and now I got credentials to the container. So what's next? Yeah, I need to find information. I need to use these credentials from privd container and get more information about tasks. What is task? It's something like, if you know Kubernetes, it's like a pod, you can say, which is a unit that contains containers. And why I cannot refer to containers directly from AWS CLI, because it doesn't allow me to do it. I can only operate on task level and get some more information about task and deploy it on other cluster. Okay, so now let's use these credentials. Okay, let's see if my credentials work. Something wrong with token. Yeah, it's yeah, I think I'm using wrong credentials. Yeah, it worked finally. Okay, now I will list clusters. Yeah, so I got information. So this is a cluster where my Docker containers are deployed, and now I will list Linux servers where containers are deployed, but I need to change something. Yeah, so here are two containers, and one contains the Vault task, and I need to deploy it on the second server. Okay, now let's get information about tasks. So there are 4 tasks, and one of them contains Vault task. I need to find which one. Where's name? Vault site. So here's name. So this is not what I'm looking for, but there are 3 other tasks. Yeah, this one is good. Vault. And I need instance. Where is it? I need this information. This is the server where this task is deployed. Yeah, so now I need to change my user. I need to use role for this Linux server, this first one, because it has more privileges to do what I want to do. Yeah, it worked. So I'm using the role of the Linux server, or EC2 if you want to name it this way, and now I need to set the status of the Linux instance where this Vault task is deployed to draining. And when the instance is set to draining, cluster automatically will deploy task, this Vault task that contains flag on other server where I have access, and that's the purpose of the task. So let's do it. Yeah, it worked. And now let's see if this Vault task is deployed. On the node where I have access. Yeah, as you can see, it is deployed, and this is ID. Okay, let's now get inside and get flag. So yeah, I forgot the syntax. Yeah, I'm inside, and here's the flag. Yeah, I got the flag, so I solved this task. Thank you for watching and see you next time.